had a little technical difficulties, but like I keep telling y'all every week that we're learning, we're growing, and me and my engineer, we were trying to figure stuff out. So yeah. It is Wednesday, it is hump day, and it is keeping it real with Leela Day. Thank you all for who I said for who. Thank you all who are listening on the app. And if you're on live, make sure you download the Hits 92.3 app because I'm not gonna be on here the whole time tonight. So my lovely co-host, would you like to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. It is I, Peaches, her great aunt and her best friend, and co-host for tonight. And tonight we're giving you a good show. Thank you guys for watching, tuning in. Thank all y'all for the support who reach out to me and let me know that they're watching. Thank y'all.
Right, and thank you for the topic suggestions.
Yes,
this topic was
Keep
definitely
them coming.
suggested today. Keep them coming because we got three. It's really one show, but three different shows. So now we have the internet radio. The podcast will start back uploading next week, and then the talk show is coming next month. So everything is getting in the works, and we're getting bigger and better. Yeah. So tonight, I did ask a couple people for topic suggestions, and one topic really stuck out to me that I really felt like something that we can talk about, and basically something that needs to be talked about. So basically tonight we are discussing how the black society basically sets our children up for failure. We basically as soon as they hit 18, you got to get out. You got to go out to college or out on your own, find a job, find your way. And it's hard out here. It's hard for adults. So being an 18-year-old and just getting pushed out there to the world, it's really not helping. It's hindering.
Exactly. And I agree. And honestly, having kids, grown young adults, of course, they think that they know everything. They think that they like, you ain't never been here before, so they know everything, and it can be a bit irritating, going back and forth. But I always had this thing where I didn't feel like that my child was ready to go out there. Like, why would I throw you out there for the wolves, for the street to raise you? And everybody know the streets ain't gonna raise you the way you're supposed to be raised. It's gonna, give it to you raw and uncut. And if you're not ready for it, baby, it could take you under and on to the next. But they're mentally not ready. Honestly, I feel like some kids are forced to grow up and they don't have a choice. But for those who just, think they know everything, and, parents need to just definitely let these kids know, look, I'm going to stalk you. You're going to hate me because you're doing your job.
Right.
But throwing them out there to the streets, I feel like that's not the right thing to do. That's crazy.
Yeah. I definitely feel like me being on the end of the spectrum where I was forced to be out in the world at an early age.
Yeah.
I didn't know no better. I didn't get a chance to really be a child, be a teenager. In high school, I worked a full-time job. I went to school full-time. I paid bills. I started paying bills at 16. And for a long time, I was upset with my mother about it. I'm not so much upset about it now, because it did teach me how to be responsible as far as making sure that I could always take care of myself and not depending on other people. But it also kind of, to this day, has hindered me a lot. For one, I wasn't taught about credit. I fucked my credit up because I pretty much had to get this in my name, get that in my name, live here, work here, do this, do that, do this, do that, hustle. And I was just always living to pay a bill. And even when I was, dancing and making a lot of money, it was making money, paying bills, and taking care of everybody around me. It wasn't, so it really kind of hurt me in a sense, because I was just really thrown. I literally had my own apartment, like signed a lease before I graduated high school.
And
I
that
moved
for me,
in like the week after I graduated high school.
Yeah, and I just couldn't understand that. I just feel like no kid in this world at 17 16, 17 should be on their own. I mean, it's crazy. Even though, like I said, if you're forced into the survival, then hey, I get it. But,
right.
Your parents is there, and, just because you don't want to abide by their rules, you got to get out. I mean, I get it if it's just like, if constantly we just can't get it. And if you really feel like you can tackle that world on by yourself, I'm not kicking you out. If you want to go, then hey, I'm not going to stop you. But at the end of the day, for me, just to throw you out there, you don't want to abide by my rules, hey, there you go.
But I don't even think in my situation, it wasn't even more so like that. Of course, I won't just tell all the business, but it was more so like, you know what I'm saying? I just felt like if I was counting up the money that I was spending on myself and spending in the house. And I really got to the point where I was like, I just go get my own apartment. If I'm gonna pay, you know what I'm saying, pay bills here and do this and do that, I could go get my own shit and really do what I want to do.
Right.
So, and then it got to the point where we couldn't get along, and that on top of me having to pay, I really just wanted peace. I really just wanted my own space.
Yeah, in your situation, you was forced.
Right.
It was forced.
I was. And then I had to get a roommate because I was 17, so I couldn't get an apartment on my own.
Like, I just couldn't understand. I mean, but I know as being a mom, you wouldn't just throw Kari or Cam out there knowing that this world is crazy.
Right.
Hell, you don't want to abide by my rules, but hell, I'm going ahead and just going to create a monster. Get on out there. Right. Then I can't sleep at night because I'm worried about what's going on. The phone ring. Like, it's just ridiculous. But I don't know. It's just that we got to do a little better, But sometimes these kids, Jalen used to say, Mom, Cyan's a bad seed. He used to say bad seed. Sometimes these kids, I don't know what to say for the ones who just lost. Some parents do get out there and try, to make it work and try to, do everything they can. But at some point, what can they do? They got other kids, other things that they got to, look after. But
I feel like if your child is just unbearable and it's just unrealistic to even really just have them under your roof.
Yeah.
It's just so much commotion and so much chaos. I don't want you here because my home is not peaceful. That's different. But if your child is just really trying to find a way and need parental guidance, I feel like you should give it to them.
You should give it to them.
Like, with my sons, I'm not going to let them turn 18 and just run out in the world. Now, if you're going to school and you want to get the whole college experience, you know what I'm saying, and live on, then that's different. But I still don't want you to go across the world and figure it out on your own, because that's definitely not a good thing to send kids off to college and they don't know nothing about nothing and they be the ones who buck wild out of control, don't know what the fuck going on, getting into all kind of shit because they don't know no better.
Finding out the hard way.
Exactly.
Lord Jesus, I don't know. I didn't have my run with my kids finding out the hard way. It's just my oldest one. The baby boy.
I think that she still, I tell her all the time, like, you're spoiled. You might not look at it like you are, but in reality, you are spoiled because I can't see that far. Military. No, not the military.
No.
But I just feel like I want to, like now, like Kari, he's 8 years old and he has a debit card. He gets an allowance on the debit card. I show him what it is to spend money. It's even a sense of like, okay, so he loved these Beyblades, right?
Okay, Jalen, number 2. We'll be ordering shit.
So he orders the box, and he orders it from Amazon. I kept telling him over and over and over again, there's not going to be Beyblades in the box. It's not going to be Beyblades in the box. He kept, yes, Mom, because look, it's telling you. And I'm like, but you have to read what is going to be inside of it. So it was a lesson to him because it was his own money. Mm. So he orders the Beyblades, and I argue him down that ain't no damn Beyblades coming in this box. So, we went back and forth. I'm like, okay, order it. Whatever. I think it was like $12, $15, something like that. Which was not cheap to him. Like, that's a little bit of chunk change when you a child and you trying to hold on to your money. So he orders the box, and then it was like, for some reason, it was something that took like 2-3 weeks to get to him. And he was like, I was surprised because it was on Amazon. So it gets to him, I mean, he's trying to check the mailbox every day. He's like, Mom, because the delivery day said this day. So I'm like, okay, Carter.
He's checking.
Between these days, not this day.
Right.
So, anyway, the box gets there, and it's no Beyblades in the box. It's just the box for the Beyblades that he already has. So, he's furious. I want my money back. And I'm reporting this because they lied to me. And I was like,
so, what was in the box?
Nothing.
So what did he order?
He ordered a Beyblade box, a carrying box for the one that he already had.
So you already knew it?
I told him that. Yeah, we went back and forth.
So had to let him.
Well, I said, well, you spend your own money. This is your money. You spend it on what you want to spend it on.
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue with you. Right. I'm going to let you see that, you're wrong.
Lesson
right.
learned.
So he's pissed off. He wanted to give Amazon bad ratings and everything. So I'm laughing like, it's not their fault. It's your fault because I read it to you. You read it yourself, and I kept explaining to you. It's saying it's a Beyblade box. That means it's a carrying box.
For your Beyblades.
But on the picture, on the example, it showed Beyblades in the box. So he just went with what the picture said. So I just basically, to him, I was telling him like, see, now that's a life lesson for you because you took your money that you earned and spent it on something, and it's not what you wanted it to be.
Right.
So I'll try to teach him stuff like, if he gets cash, okay, well, basically I put it in my account and then upload it to his account because that's just the only way you can do it with the card that he has. And it's an allowance card for those parents who want to get your children a car. It's called Go Henry. And it's like $11 a month or something like that for a subscription or whatever, but you basically give them an allowance. It shows them like a account, like it's their bank. Basically, they can see the money that they spent. Pretty much everything we can see on our bank, they can see it on theirs. And then you can even put like a spending limit. Like he might have $50 in there, but he can only spend $20.
Yeah.
I do it for him and my little brother. My little brother be like, can you up my spending limit? I be like, no, for what? What you trying to buy? Because you're just going to go spend it on stupid stuff. No, because I wasn't taught to save my money. I wasn't taught I remember my grandfather owned a restaurant, and he's the first person who sat me down like, here you go, baby. Let me teach you how to write a check. He taught me how to write a check, and it always stuck in my head like, okay, and then he always used to tell me, I don't know how times are going to be. And he was right. He was like, I don't know how times are going to be when you get older. He was like, but nowadays the man is a provider. The woman takes care of home. And he was like, but you should still, as a woman, know how to pay the bills and stuff. Then when I turned 12, my aunt, she actually took over the restaurant when he died. And she made me be the cashier. So I can learn how to start trying to deal with taking orders and working under, pressure but still working for my family. So it wasn't like, you got school, but you still it was just, I'll let you work a couple days, couple hours, show me how to open, show me how to close, show me how to count the money and stuff.
Right.
So, it became like, okay, this is teaching me responsibility.
And that's what we failed to realize. Because if you look at the other race, they do exactly that. This one right here says
green light
charge $4.99 a month.
Oh, maybe I should check that out. So that's an allowance app?
It's some that are free. Like there's some that are actually free.
Oh, okay. Well, somebody told me about Go Henry, and I just stuck with that.
That's with the teddy bear?
No. It's just an orange or something.
Oh,
I don't know. His is personalized with a basketball on it, so I don't even remember what the card looked like for real. But it taught me somewhat of, okay, this is how you pay bills and this and this. And then, as I got older, when you hit 18, that's when they throw all these credit cards at you and stuff. Right. I literally never got a credit card until like a couple months ago. Because I was just like, I heard about these. they jack you up.
And see, for me, being a kid, I was a spoiled kid, and my mom, my dad, they had A1 credit, but they never, ever told me about credit. So where I was, like in Oakland, Mervyn's, if everybody remember Eastmont Mall, Macy's, they was giving away the Macy's card.
Macy's was doing that here too.
And Mervyn's, you would get a credit card. I mean, hell, we was getting them in 10th grade. So when I first got mine, hell, I didn't know you had to pay a bill. Shit, I was just like, credit. Hey, credit.
Here you go.
Here you go. So at an early age, it became to the point where, hell, I started messing up credit, didn't even know. So by the time I got grown, you know, you got things
and you need it.
Right. Yeah, you got things that you're looking at like, damn, I don't even remember none of this.
Right.
But I just wish that my parents told me about it. So then that way I didn't have to try to get it now, you know, get it and try to figure it out now. But, you know, now it's my job to teach my kids. Like my son, he's good. He knows the paper trail. He knows the credit. He knows how to dispute a charge. He knows how to do all of that stuff. Look,
maybe not in a good way,
but he knows, you know. And again, and my daughter too. All of them have credit unions. They all have bank accounts. They all know how to manage and go inside and, you know, take care of their funds. My daughter's spending habits, I don't know.
Right.
She gonna have to learn on her own.
She gonna have to figure that out.
She gonna have to figure that out. She could have swore she was born with a silver spoon in her mouth. But
right. But I really feel like, you know, it's important. Like I tell Saya all the time, with you and the way you are, and she doesn't have responsibility. Mm-hmm. I've even told you that, like, you need to make her responsible for something. Like, she's not responsible for anything. She's too old to not be held responsible for anything because she's not learning. Like, when I had to put my foot down with sending her money every day, it got to the point where I'm sending her money every day. So I'm looking at my bank account like, you know what?
Half of it is going to
every single day. For a ride here, for a ride there. Send me money, send me money, send me. And it got to the point where one day I was just like, no, figure it out.
Yeah,
I'm not doing it.
That's the word of the year. Figure
but
it out.
The crazy part about it is when I put my foot down about it, she actually got her ass up and figured it out because I'm not doing it every day. Now, if you call me and it's an emergency and you really need it, then I got you. But if you have not figured it out, I am not your only option to call me every single day.
Exactly.
Every single day. And I was like, do you know how many bills I gotta pay?
Exactly.
Them little $5-10 a day is adding up.
They don't believe that. They don't believe we got bills to pay. They be like, oh, they got it handled. Hey, can I have?
Yeah, you see it handled, but you don't know the backlash.
You don't know the backlash of it all.
Exactly.
But I have been giving I have been giving tough love. Trust me, that figure it out runs so clear coming out my mouth. Hey, figure it out. Figure it out. No, can't, won't, no. And she understands that. So now it's just like, Mom, she can tell that tone in my voice. She'll be like, never mind. You're going to figure it out.
Right.
Hey, figure it out.
Exactly.
Figure it out, y'all.
What does that say? I need some glasses.
I do too. It says, also is a great thing to add them as authorized user. No. That's not a good one. Authorized user? No. Hell no. Not this one. Not this kid.
No, not this kid.
Hey, Auntie Marsha.
He gonna be like, I'm authorized.
Not this one.
Yeah, don't trust me.
Look,
hey, cousin, look at me.
Don't trust me.
Yeah, I'm sorry, baby. We ain't putting them on.
Yeah, that's when they get older and you're establishing more. Like, my mom has my sister on her accounts as authorized users but she has it where she has her own card to her car or however they got it split.
Well, yeah, if everybody had a daughter like Tasha Nia, you get me?
Right, yeah.
You do that, but that's like a needle in a haystack because her...
Right, but see, I like the fact that she taught her, even though she didn't teach me, she taught her, you know what I'm saying, about responsibility and paying bills and running the house and credit and stuff like that because it really, really is important. I guess, I was the tryout kid. I was the oldest.
Wait a minute. This one right here say, CEO Mayhem say, never tell them. And your son is 12 with a 704.
Oh.
Oh, damn. When they can start credit? Early?
Right. You teaching us something.
Shit, I never knew that. That's a... So I never knew. So what's the age limit that your kids can have a credit score? I never knew that, but...
Yeah, so he's saying that basically add them on as an authorized user. His son is 12 years old and he has a 704 credit score.
So with the help of you.
Right.
So basically you have a 704 or maybe higher, but it boosts his up because he's right along with you. Depend on card. I have capital. Okay. So it depends. Capital One is good. My mom had Capital One.
I was going to say I have Capital One. I think I have Credit One or something like that. But So he's saying depending on the car. So for those of y'all who can't see my live, of course, I have someone on here basically saying like add your child as an authorized user, and you don't even have to let them know they're authorized user.
And it'll build their credit up.
Building their credit. That is definitely. I wonder what's the age. Do you know?
They said 18.
No, but he said his son is 12.
12. Oh, I don't know, but on mine,
and he doesn't know.
Auntie Marsha says that her daughter has her own.
I have credit one. You have credit one also. Okay.
See, Jalen, when I had him on my Navy Federal, he was a. What was it? What were you? You were
It was like a child.
It was a
account.
joint account. Right. Yeah, he couldn't do anything until he was 18.
Then I go with my own account.
And then he can open up his own. Yeah, he can open up his own.
Right.
But with the credit union, it was 18. But I'm gonna check into that.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look into that because that's something I would definitely do for my boys. Because that, like, I don't, with them being boys who are going to be men, I want them to come into adulthood with something to offer. You know what I'm saying? And something to have going on for themselves and not having to worry about. Because I do feel like when men, both of us as far as males and females, but when men don't have the proper guidance that they need, I'm not saying I'm old fashioned. I don't want my husband to take care of me, but I want a husband who's supposed to know, who knows how to lead the household. You know what I'm saying? So I want my sons to be able to know how to, you know what I'm saying, make his woman feel secure and make her know that she can trust that you're gonna pay for everything and you're gonna, I mean, not pay for everything, but you're gonna control, not control, but run the household. I don't have to worry about, like you said, be there.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to worry about, you know what I'm saying? If I can't do this, then he can do it. Like, we both need to be able to do it.
Yes, power.
Because I've been with somebody where I had to fill out everything and do all the paperwork and do all, because you just didn't know. Or, I don't want to do this wrong, so can you do it? I'm like, no, can you do it? Like,
right.
Golly, I ain't your mama. Who been doing it this whole time? My mom. Well, call your damn mama and ask her, because I ain't doing it.
Yeah, we ain't doing no mama boys.
Right. So
mama boys, but, you know, independent.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to teach them that. I'm mad I can't see all the way over here to see what's going on. And man's supposed to provide security.
That's
exactly.
Right.
Basically, thank you. You helped me out with the words. So that's what I was trying to say. I want to make sure that I want to make sure that my sons are able to provide security when they get of age. And they have, because now it's like, the older that I've gotten, the more important I know that credit is important. And sorry to say, when I was younger, I didn't care about credit because I was doing all kind of crap I didn't have no business doing. So it was like, oh, whatever, it ain't my name anyway. So I didn't care. But as I got older, it's like, okay, this is really starting to affect me. Like, I really need to fix my credit because I can't get stuff. Okay. Look,
Mr. Engineer,
he's trying to keep us on a strict schedule.
Got 2 minutes. Got 1 minute.
Right. So I definitely, I want them to be able to provide security for their home. Exactly. And even if they have their own home for themselves, until they're really able to leave my house and Cam leave his dad's house and know, you know what I'm saying, that everything is going to be in line. I know that everything's going to be okay. I know that they're going to have this taken care of and that taken care of. I'm all, like, my aunt's daughter, her oldest daughter, because her youngest still stays there. She didn't let her move out until, like, she had a paid off car. And what my aunt did was helped her buy the car, and then they paid it together. Yeah. And so it was like, you have a car note, but you don't have the whole burden of a car note. Like, this is going to be something that's important. I'm not going to pay your half. So you need to make sure you have your half. Right. You know what I'm saying? And it really, so when she left the house, she had a paid off car. And then it was like she had money saved up because she never made them pay bills and stuff. But it taught them, she made them responsible with small stuff.
Right. And
save your money.
And that's what Auntie Marsha was saying, that her daughter, little Linda, is about to buy her own car. She'll pay the down payment, then Linda just pay the car notes. And that's still, like you're saying.
Small baby stuff.
Yes, baby responsibility. Yes. And then CEO, he said that he explained to his son that if you're going to call yourself having a girlfriend, you better be able to go, you better be able to go do something for her and take her on dates. Yes, good dates.
Right.
Dates. Until you can get a job, you can't date. Point.
Thank you.
We need to have you on the show.
Right.
We need to have you on the show.
Right.
I agree.
Hit me in the look. We need a guest.
Get
Come on,
you,
hit me
yes.
in the inbox because you speaking some knowledge.
CEO Mayhem. You know,
Right.
when you finish, we're going to put that number and then you go on ahead and make it happen. We're gonna get you on the next show.
Okay. So it is time for our
Okay.
break because my engineer said I got to stick to what I said.
Yes.
So we are going to take a break. We're going to let y'all listen to some music and then we'll be back with part 2 of Keeping It Real with Lila.
See you in a minute.
Click in. Yeah.